What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a great day. Today I am sharing with you my violin collection, and I want to share with you this because I get questions about how much violins cost, where to purchase them, all the things. So I'm gonna just be totally transparent and tell you guys about my violins, where I've gotten them, how much they've costed, and then also my bow collection. So if you're interested in that, keep watching. We're gonna start with the cheapest and we're gonna go to the most expensive. We're gonna start with this white violin. This is the cheapest violin I own. I bought this on Amazon for $50. I cannot discourage you more from purchasing an Amazon violin. This violin is the worst thing I've ever purchased. It came completely undone, so I had to set up the whole entire violin. It goes out of tune constantly. I cannot discourage you from purchasing this kind of violin more, but it looks cool. I'll play it for you a little bit so you can hear. I think I'm gonna play the same song on every single violin so you can kind of get a feeling of what they all sound like. So that's the first one. That's my white violin. Next I have this student violin. It's a 3/4 size student violin that I'm kind of keeping for my future children because I played this when I was a 3/4 size, so it's a little bit smaller. Oh my gosh, it's so out of tune too. So yeah, like I said, this is a 3/4 size violin. If you see, it's just the tiniest little bit smaller. And this one is probably, I don't remember exactly how much it cost. I would now put it around about 800. So the next violin is this little teeny tiny one. This one is from the Violin shop here in Encinitas, and this one is $600. Oh my gosh, let's see if I can play this. Rosin, but I'm teaching my little boy on this violin. It's so cute. The next violin is my electric violin. I got it from the electric violin shop. I believe it's $1,200. It's the Yamaha silent violin, and I love it. I usually use this for either gigs or even like church worship, whatever, where I need to be plugged in. It's quite heavy though, so I do have the Bond Music shoulder rest on it, literally just to help it stay on my shoulder because it's so heavy. But it's silent, so I'll still play it, but it's gonna be very quiet. The next violin is this one that I purchased from OfferUp actually for $100. Now the reason I did not put this as one of my cheaper violins is because I think it's actually worth a lot more than that, but the person who was selling it, I don't think they really knew what they were doing. They clearly did not look like violinists. So this is a Jacobus Stainer violin. I have not gotten it taken in to see if it's worth more, but I'm assuming it's worth somewhere like in the low thousands somewhere, so that's why I'm putting this in this place. This violin is so out of tune. I'm not gonna tune it, but that's what this violin is. This next violin is my red violin. This violin was actually given to me by a beautiful couple who she played the violin, and once she passed, her husband gave it to my family, and so I have this violin now. It's somewhere in the 4,000 to 5,000 range, and it's a beautiful violin. I love playing this one. It has such a beautiful ringing tone. Probably my second favorite violin I have. This violin was my first full-size violin I ever had. I won so many competitions on this violin. I love it. But it's an Italian violin from the 1920s, and we got a really great deal on it, but it is worth $12,000. And the last violin is the violin that you guys see me playing all the time. This violin is my baby. I am obsessed with this violin. It is the absolute best thing. When I finally was searching for another full size, like an upgrade from the previous violin, I searched, I think, for about 2 years, and I went to so many different violin shops, kind of all over the West Coast, just looking for something, and I played thousands of violins, but I knew I wanted a specific kind of sound that I enjoyed listening to. You have to like a violin for how it sounds under your ear, but also how it sounds out in the audience. And this violin became my absolute favorite thing ever, and I'm still to this day obsessed with this violin. So I got this violin probably 15 years ago, and this one is $20K. And like I said, obsessed with it. It's my favorite thing ever. Okay, I'm gonna very quickly show y'all my bow collection. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 bows. I'm not gonna lie, half of these I don't even touch. This one is obviously the little one that goes with the little violin, so we're not gonna really count that one, but 5 others, starting from least to greatest. I'm not gonna play them for you because you're not gonna be able to tell the sound difference at all, but this one is the one that came with the white violin. It has to be the worst bow I own. I don't even know why I still have it. The stick is ridiculously thick, and it just plays absolutely terribly. All the hair is also falling off of it. So do not like this one at all. It's probably the worst one I own, and I don't even know what it's worth. A penny? Nothing. I never play it. The next one is this bow that actually came with that violin that I got for $100 from OfferUp. And again, I've not really played this bow. It's not a name brand or anything like that. I don't think it's a great bow. I don't enjoy wood bows, so I haven't really played it either. But that's what this bow is. Kind of all these I keep because they're spare bows. If something ever happens to ones that I love, I have other bows. So this is the bow I purchased when I was doing competitions and stuff like that because I wanted a really, really nice bow. This bow was $1,500. I have not touched it in probably 10 years. I just don't like wood bows. They're just not my thing, and it's not been my favorite since I have found my new favorite bows. But this one is also a very good bow. I just don't use it. It's not really my style. I like a more aggressive type of playing, and this is more for like if you're playing something less aggressive. And lastly, these two bows are my babies. I'm obsessed with these bows. They are both Coda bows, which I am obsessed with Coda bows. I think that they make the absolute best bows. This is not sponsored, okay? I'm not sponsored by anybody. These are just my absolute favorite bows. The first one is the Coda Colors. I don't even think they make this bow anymore. I think it's their lowest, like the Prestige. I think that's what became the Colors bow because this one I bought for $300. and oh my goodness gracious, I loved this bow so much until I decided to upgrade to a new Coda bow, and this is the Coda Luma bow that oh my gosh, this bow is my baby. I love this bow, and this bow was only, I think it's $700 at this point. I think I paid like $400 or $500 for it. So I am obsessed with this bow. I love the Coda Luma. I cannot say more good things about it. The weight of the stick is perfect for me. It's not too heavy, it's not too light. The distribution of the weight on it is beautiful, but it plays really nice and aggressively, but it can also do those really sweet passages so well. So this is my absolute favorite bow ever, the Coda Luma bow, in case you care. So that's my violin collection. I hope that helped if you're looking for violins. Oh, I forgot to mention that I purchased my violin that was $20K. I purchased that violin at a place called Hammond Ashley that no longer exists, but it was an amazing place. So if you're looking for a violin, go to a violin shop. Don't go rent a violin, just go to a violin shop. Almost every single one of these violins was from a violin shop. The only one I bought on Amazon is that stupid white violin that I hate. I hope this has helped. I hope you enjoyed kind of seeing my violin collection and what we have and what your options are for violins. I know it's quite an expensive instrument, but it's something that I'm so thankful that my parents put so much time and money into for me to be where I am right now. So anyways, I hope y'all have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you later. Bye.